The origins of the song Jenny of Oldstones. King Aegon V, known as Egg, came to the Iron Throne in 233 AC. After the Blackfyre Rebellion, he wanted to solidify the realm. He wanted to rebuild an alliance with Lionel Baratheon of Storm's End. When Aegon V had his first child, he made a marriage pact. Aegon V had his first child with Beth Blackwood, and this was Prince Duncan. Prince Duncan was originally promised to Lord Lionel's daughter to secure the alliance. However, Duncan was not in love with the wife he was promised to. In the Riverlands, Duncan met Jenny of Oldstones. No one is exactly sure where Jenny is from, but the thought is Oldstones, hence the name. There is a castle there that is so old no one knows its history. It's just called Oldstones. House Mud was the last house to occupy this area, which went extinct before Aegon's conquest. Duncan married Jenny in a small ceremony without the permission of his father. Aegon V and his advisors were furious, as well as Lord Baratheon, due to this. As a solution to this, Prince Duncan advocated the line of succession in being the Prince of Dragonstone to ease tension. This didn't help. Lord Lionel crowned himself Storm King of Old and brought war on House Targaryen. The war ended with a duel between Lord Lionel and Duncan the Tall, but Duncan and Jenny stayed together. Despite all of this, Jenny became known over time as Lady Jenny, and Duncan became known as the Prince of Dragonflies. Because these two stood up against the forces tearing them apart, made them famous. Jenny's song was composed out of this. Quote, "The Prince of Dragonflies loved Jenny of Oldstones so much that he cast aside a crown, and Westeros paid the price in corpses." End quote, Sir Barristan. Aegon and his forces had to fight back the Baratheons on the ground due to the previous extinction of dragons. At Summerhall, Aegon tried hatching dragons to try to bring peace to Westeros under Dragonfire. Tragically, the building was engulfed in flame during a fire. Aegon, Egg, Duncan the Tall, from Duncan and Egg short stories, and the Prince of Dragonflies, Duncan, perished in the fire. It is not confirmed if Jenny died in the fire or was not in the incident. The song can propose she survived. The ghost Jenny danced with in the song are not just kings of the past, but the ones she loved most, like Prince Duncan, the Prince of Dragonflies. Catelyn and Peter Baelish played Jenny's song while camping at Oldstones, and the performance of the song was used as payment for the ghost of Highheart in exchange for her dream. Quote, "And so Lim woke Tom Seven Strings beneath his furs, and brought him yawning to the fireside with his wood harp in hand. The same song as before?" he asked. "Oh, aye, my Jenny's song. Is there another?" And so he sang, and the dwarf woman closed her eyes and rocked slowly back and forth, murmuring the words and crying. Thoros took Arya firmly by the hand and drew her aside. "Let her savor her song in peace," he said. "It is all she has left." Many believe that this lady is actually the lady that Jenny brought to court with her, but this could just be a theory. If you would like to hear more about Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or other fantasy fiction, subscribe to Chase and Josh Factor Fantasy Podcast. The link is in the bio, or you can subscribe to Ridiculous Patronus on YouTube. Thank you, everyone. Have a magical week.